the audience has ever sung Broken Lady back to us.
Excuse me, Larry, excuse me. They did a really nice job. They really did. But that wasn't the best. Someone just sung it back to us. But they did a fine, fine job. Yes, they did.
First of all, don't correct me on stage.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
That's bad. But I think it is. Where did somebody sing that song better than these nice people? Just one.
I tell you what, remember that time we were downtown in Salt Lake City at that big church, and all those people had robes on and stuff behind us. They were going, "Woo, good lady, hallelujah, hallelujah." I mean, they were good. They were really good. Yeah.
Well, I forgot about that. Well, give yourselves another hand. You're second to the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. Speaking of Utah, I was in New Mexico one night. What does that mean? How many of you good folks remember my dear friend, the late great Roger Miller? Remember Roger? Roger Miller was not only a great songwriter, song craftsman, he was, without question, the funniest human being I've ever known. I mean, Johnny Carson was funny, Phyllis Diller, and all those people. But Roger he just thought funny, you know. And he used to call me Lorenzo. One night, he walked up to me, we were doing a show, and he walked up and he said, "Lorenzo." I said, "What?" He said, "Did you ever notice how much weight a chicken can gain and never show it in the face?" I said, "Yeah, Raj, I've been thinking about that a lot here lately." Other thing he'd do, he'd walk up, whatever was going through his mind, he would make up the first line of a song and he'd sing it to me. Then he'd step back and look at me and see if I could come up with a good second line. So one night we were somewhere, he said, "Don't fall in love with anyone from Cleveland if they've been known to have strong family ties." He stepped back and looked at me and I said, "If the doctor says you got a week to live, go live in Cleveland. It'll seem like a year before you die." Oh. It's true. You know it's true, Robert Miller. So here's the thing. One night I was out in his little house. He and Mary had a little cottage outside of Santa Fe, a little village called Tasuki, New Mexico. And we were in the den, and we'd probably been having some adult beverages. That's back before I quit doing that. And we were singing songs and cutting up. We'd been in there a couple hours. And so all of a sudden he left the den and he went in his bedroom. And when he came back out, he was carrying a shoebox. Now I know that doesn't really sound that fascinating until you realize what. I mean, he had old menus and bar napkins and scraps of paper. It had song ideas written on them, you know. And so like I say, this is about 1980. So he just reached in there and he pulled out a piece of paper and said, "Trailers for sale already, room to let 50 cents. No phone, no food, no pay. I ain't got no cigarettes out to ride. Pushing brooms about 8 by 12 4-bedroom. Mama, manhood means by no means the king of the road." You got it. That was the little scrap of paper. See, like I say, it was 1982 or so. I'm talking about that night. And, well, he'd written King of the Road 20 years earlier, but that was the first little piece of paper that he had written out that I. So he kept it as a moment. So he put it back in the shoebox, took out another and said, "Dang me, dang me, I'll take the golden hand. High from the highest tree, why would you weep?" That's really what it said. So he put that piece of paper back in the shoebox, and he took out another piece of paper. And as fate would have it, it was not a song he'd already written. It was just a piece of a song, an idea he'd written that and had thrown it in it. Well, he decides to play the little one-line stump Lorenzo make it up on the spot game, right? So he takes that piece of paper and says, "I'm still here because my tears feel right at home in Salt Lake City."
Oh, I love it.
He looked at me and I said, "And if I keep on crying, I'll have Salt Lake on my own." Roger. Well, I did not get a chance to write that song with my pal before he went to the other side of the big river. Here's the deal, Raj. I wrote it for us, and I gave you half credit. Brother Steve, Brother Rudy, and I put it on a CD. Sold 12. CDs ain't selling much, Raj.
No.
Because they got this thing called Spot Cleaner.
Spotify.
What is it?
Spotify.
Spotify. Yeah, they pay us. They got this other thing called Tube-Face.
YouTube.
What?
YouTube.
Whatever it is.
Test tubes. All the tubes.
All the tubes.
Yeah, all the tubes.
Yeah. Boob tube. Every now and then they send me some money. I make sure Mary gets your part. It's your idea. I miss you every day, pal. Salt Lake City is mighty pretty this time of year. Looking out over the lake, you can almost see forever from here. It's been 2 years since she left me in tears. I remember what she said back then. She said, I don't care if I ever see you or you talk again. And I'm still here because my tears feel right at home in Salt Lake City. And if I keep on crying, I'll have Salt Lake on my own. Gotta get out of this beautiful town, 'cause it only reminds me of how happy we were when we called Utah home. Salt Lake City is mighty pretty this time of year. Looking out over the snow-capped mountains, you can almost see forever from here. It's been 2 years since she left me in tears. I remember what she said